Yes. Hello, everyone. That is right. Oh, yeah, it's the LI from across the UK and only. I'm sorry if this is running slow, but the one and only. Actually, give me 1 second to alter this one. Just 1 second, guys. 1 second. So hopefully I've sorted out the Wi-Fi there. Finest Ricky J, bringing you the hottest intakes, bold predictions, and straight up banter. Welcome to the minute where the bell never stops ringing. Welcome to the People's Wrestling Podcast. Let me put up this straight away here. As always, still looking for that co-host. If you want that person to be you, if you wanted to co-host a podcast, then go ahead and let me know and I can make that happen. But plenty to get through on this episode of the People's Wrestling Podcast. So make sure you go ahead, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. We get that next big milestone of 490. Let's kickstart. Let's get going with segment number 1 here, and that is right. Give me 1 second. I was meant to do that, and then I meant to do this here. Got it right. What's cooking at the table? So what have I been up to? As per usual, heading to the gym, going to my walking group, going to games club, going to my crafts class. Didn't make a couple of things this week, so this week I did repaint this. So I've repainted that. It's a whole lot better now. So just touched that up and that's been repainted. And so we'll get to this later on, but I did make, as I am making throughout 2026, a half and half one of those, so half and half for Elimination Chamber, but of course we'll get to that shortly in a second here. So we'll put that to the side. So yeah, that's what I've been up to thus far. What I've got coming up is more of the same. Let me know, guys, what you've got coming up, what you guys have been up to as we move into segment number 2 here. And that is all about the Hollywood, all about the glitz, the glamour, the actors, the actresses on the big screen, the small screen, the silver screen. It doesn't really matter what it is, but it is movie talk. Only one movie I've watched since last week. Again, a fairly busy week I've had, and that one movie is 90 Feet from Home, starring Shawn Michaels. I thought this was a good movie. Personally, I enjoyed it. I'm going to award it and give it a B+. So that's a movie that I have watched. Let me know, guys, what movies you've been watching. What movies you've got in the pipeline? What movies are you eyeing? What movies have you got on the watch list? I've got plenty more, which I haven't got around to it. So let's move right along here with and the description. Protein Teas Goldman's 1. Protein Teas Goldman's 1. Those 3 shout outs mean to you to the People Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame. At the end, the People Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame in the description. But here is your weekly reminder. That is right. There it is right there. Protein Teas Goldman's 1. Protein Teas Goldman's 1. Now, there are no news and headlines. There is no This Week in Wrestling History. There are no wrestlers' birthdays. So we're not in celebration mode this week. But instead of wrestlers' birthdays, I thought I would instead do a Wrestle Crate unboxing. I think I'm going to move the unboxings to here, to the podcast, give you guys something a little bit extra to watch. So let's dive into this and get this open and see what goodies we've got. This time, as always, the t-shirt will go to the side at the very beginning. But yeah, let's dive in and see what we've got. 1 second. So the t-shirt to the side for now. So inside this time we have well, next month you'll have the Dudley Boys autograph. So what is in the box next month? This month you've got a interview by the New Age Outlaws. We'll certainly watch that. Might even watch that after we're said and done here. So I might watch this as soon as today. Also have an exclusive pin, like a Suck It DX pin, like a spray paint DX cam pin. Very cool. Also have, I think it's a fridge magnet. Let me check in the items list. Yes, it is. So that is very, very cool. So a fridge magnet of snacks. Midnight Snacks World Champion fridge magnet that we're definitely going on the people's fridge. Also got ring ropes. Is that Roman Reigns? Oh, that is pretty cool. That is awesome. I'll probably actually wear that. It's like a Roman Reigns ring rope type thing. Looks like that's what it is. Again, let me just check the items list here. Oh yeah, tribal ring ropes wristband. So it is, yes. Roman Reigns. 2 autographs. Let's see who we've got. We've got UK's own Joe Lando. So it's 1 autograph here. And the other one is on the Y2 Gym crypto itself, the Alatola of Rock and Roller. it is Chris Jericho. So Chris Jericho autograph right there. We just put these just to the side for now. And then get into the t-shirt. Which this time is a Ruthless Era Blue Brand SmackDown t-shirt. So it's kind of another SmackDown t-shirt that I could wear for the SmackDown watch-along. So that is very, very cool. So it will definitely come in handy. So yes, that is the Wrestle Crate unboxing for this month. May or may not do more unboxings on here on the People's Wrestling Podcast throughout the year. We shall wait and see. But we're going to move right along to today's wrestling scene and what I've thought of it, what I've thought of the programs, the shows throughout this week. And we're going to do that with that is right. Wrestling round. My picture decides to take a bump here. 1 second. The people's picture falling off. So nothing on AEW this week really to cover, to really go over. So let's look at last week's Friday Night SmackDown. Let's get through it. So we had Cody Rhodes coming out, then Jacob Fatu did, Nick Aldis did, Drew McIntyre in the audience, Tama Tonga defeated and beaten Ilya Dragunov, Jake Cole will come out to cut a promo, Kiana James scored the win against Charlotte and Nia Jax in the triple threat championship qualifying match. Obafemi squashed Kit Wilson. So I'm going to go through all of that quickly. The Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, Nick Aldis, Drew McIntyre stuff is just building to what played eventually going to be the triple threat at Mania. Tama Tonga beating Ilya. Poor Ilya, he's kind of just a jobber now. Jay Lee said nothing but okay. And a big, big win for Kiana James. Oba squashing Kit Wilson. I think Oba is just made to feel like just another guy on the roster, which is very, very unfortunate. TJ Stratton going to have his tie against Alba Fire. Tripp Williams is also in the men's elimination chamber after defeating and beating Damian Priest and Carmelo Hayes. Rhea Ripley by DQ was on the winner's side against Julia, and Aleister Black, the 1, the 2, the 3 over Randy Orton. So Tiffany beating Albert to build momentum for Elimination Chamber. Cool that Trick is in it. He's not going to win, but cool he's in it. Julia, Rhea, cool, really not much to say there. And Aleister Black beating Orton. Big, big win for Black. But what's it actually going to do for him? Now, of course, I didn't award SmackDown a rating because I said end my SmackDown watch along due to my phone dying and where I was. The owner of where I was asked me to be quiet, so it was kind of a double reason to end it. But I'm going to give SmackDown a... What did I actually award it? Let me double check. Sideways thumbs up was my rating for SmackDown. On to Monday Night Raw. Michael Cole choreographed in the ring. Gunther interrupts, and then Pierce interrupts. Cody Rhodes comes on out. The Vision comes on out. Paul Heyman, Austin Theory, Logan Paul, and Bronson Reed spoke. Decent way to kick off Raw. Not really sure why Cody Rhodes was there, but okay. Jey Uso took the winner's share of the money against Bronson Reed and the original Granny Americano. I'll get to that in a second. So now at Elimination Chamber will be Cody versus Randy Orton versus Javon Evans versus LA Knight versus Trick Williams versus Jey Uso. Dominic Mysterio came out. Liv Morgan did. Both champions Jade Cargill and Stephanie Vaquer did. Stephanie Vaquer Liv attacked Stephanie. Natalia got that one, got that two, got the she got the W against Maxine Dupree by the referee stoppage. So Jey Uso winning. Obviously Bronson Reed was meant to win, but I guess it's cool that he's in the chamber. Liv Morgan choosing Stephanie Vaquer. Liv Morgan, Stephanie Vaquer just isn't a WrestleMania match to me. Natalia, Maxine Dupree, well, he's just what they've got a storyline going on. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come out. Paul spoke. Javon Evans scored the dub against Kofi Kingston. CM Punk came out, so we go through all of those. So Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, that's just building to whatever it's building to. Javon defeating Kofi, got the momentum on his side, and the CM Punk promo just build CM Punk and Finn Balor. Then in your final women's qualifying match, Rhea Ripley knocked off Kairi Sane and Raquel Rodriguez knocked off Kairi Sane and Io Sky. So now at Elimination Chamber, which we'll get to, which we'll do predictions for, it will be Rhea Ripley, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Kiana James, Tizzy Stratton, and Rhea Ripley. And then to end Monday Night Raw, AJ Styles came out, took up the ring. The Undertaker came out to announce that AJ Styles will be going to the Hall of Fame. So, cool way to end Raw. Big news that AJ Styles going to the Hall of Fame. Well deserved. But despite all of that, I'm going to give Raw a half thumbs up. On to NXT that saw Robert Stone kick off the night. Vanity Project, your brand new NXT Tag Team Champions. Keanu Carver put down Shawn Legacy. Elio Flair in a triple threat match came out on top against Jasper Troy, and Eli Knight. So let me go through all of that. Robert Stone kick of the night, cool. Vanity Project, your brand new NXT Tag Team Champions, a massive win, a gigantic win for them. They really are certainly getting pushed. Keanu Carver is certainly a force to be reckoned with. Elio Flair, your brand new men's speed champion. This is very, very cool. What a debut he's had. At Vengeance Day, a match has been made. It will be Lola Vice versus Kalani Jordan in an underground match. JC Jane is still your NXT Women's Champion. So Zori turning on JC. Tatum Paxley came out to speak, followed by Izzy Dame. In a spin match, very quickly, Thea Hale defeated and beaten Blake Monroe. Uriah Connors hammers high against Cale Dixon, and your brand new third new champion of the night, Miles Bourne, snatching and claws away the men's North American Championship from Ethan Page. Let's go through all of that. JC Jane winning, no shocker. I thought Zora would turn on Sol during the match, not actually at the beginning of the match. Izzy Dame, Tim Patsy just builds that. Thea Hale winning. Blake Monroe still can't get a win, unfortunately. Uriah Connor's beating Kale Dixon, cool. And Miles Bourne, your brand new NXT North American champion, men's North American champion. Great. I'm going to give NXT a thumbs up. On to Evolve. Blake Howard is your brand new play-by-play guy. He's the one commentary. Tara Steele very speedily beat Zeta Sterling. Kelly Armstrong took on the winner's share of the purse against Wendy Cho. And Team ID sent packing Team PC. Cool that Blake Howard is on commentary. Great. Both women matches were just a million win for both Tara Steele and Kelly Armstrong. And Team ID coming out on top. Cool. I give Evolve a thumbs up. Now let's get on to a bit of predicting here with this right here. So, of course, tomorrow night, it is indeed Elimination Chamber, and there is your card. So, let's go with the women's Elimination Chamber match you've got. So, it won't be cool that Kiana James is in it, but it won't be her. Asuka, no. It should be Raquel Rodriguez, but it won't be her. Rhea Ripley, which is the tag team champions, I think would think that they're gonna Rhea and Io are going to defend the titles at Mania, be that against the Bellas or a multi-women's tag match, whatever it is, Rhea and Io are defending those titles at Mania. So it's either Tiffany or Alexa Bliss. It won't be Alexa Bliss, so I think Tiffany Stratton does win. But for me, Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill isn't a WrestleMania match. Keeping with the women's, for the women's IC title, AJ Lee, Becky Lynch. This could go either way. This is go very 50-50, I think. I think Becky Lynch retains here, but Alexa wins at WrestleMania. On to the men's. CM Punk, Finn Balor for the men's World Championship. I would love Finn to win, but CM Punk is going to win. And then the men's Elimination Chamber. So Trick Williams, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, Randy Orton, and LA Knight here. And Jey Uso. Won't be Jey Uso. He was never meant to be in this match. Won't be Javon. Won't be Knight. Won't be Trick. So it's either Orton or Cody. Would love Orton to do it, but I think Cody does do it. I'm going to play one more ad. I'm going to get into what shows I've been to. I'm going to show some pictures off here. Let me do indeed play somewhere, guys, somewhere. This first. That is right. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe for more. One final segment to do that. One final segment is where I've been, my out and abouts. And guys, be checking out my vlog. Be checking out everything that I do. Previews, predictions, the lot. But as per previously mentioned, one final segment here, and that, of course, is so yes, wrestling days out. Do we put this back? Oh no, can't put this back up. So, an action-packed weekend it was last week, starting with For the Love of Progress 4. This was a decent event. All of what I'm about to go over at the same venue. Boulders, no, great venue. Getting there was easy enough. So yeah, it was a Tram 2 said event. It was a Tram 2 said venue. It did start with an evening with RVD, and then it was Progress Wrestling. Did get myself a hot dog. That was okay. And then they did have their own bar with Napo Libre, serving their own wrestling beer. Got a few cans to bring home, and even drink those tomorrow for the Elimination Chamber. Might even save them for WrestleMania. We'll have to wait and see when I'm going to have those. But yeah, got some beer cans to bring home, and got a few. I'd tried all four of their pints on draft there. All four of their draft for all four on draft in pints there. That's what I was meant to say. The show itself was decent. Shotzi Blackheart on the show. Sanity on the show. This was very rushed. Meant to be 4 hours as per a Progress show is, but it was only 2 hours. For that, I'm going to give it a half thumbs up. That's my rating for that. No, not really a bad show. But it did leave me thinking that most people will have heard of Progress and think this is Progress, and probably not wanting to go back to it. So I don't know what it did for bringing people back. But yeah, it was a decent enough show. Moving along to the show on the second day, on the Saturday, which was Future Shock Brits Convention 6. You see the lineup right there. What a hell of a stacked lineup it was. And it was, yeah, a brilliant show. Great attendance, over 1,000 people, again held at Ballers. Billy Gunn on the show. RVD and the Sandman didn't wrestle, but they were on the show. Bill Apter did in-ring announcements for the main event. Christopher Molina on the show. Again, didn't wrestle, but they were there. You had Bushwhacker Luke in the Rumble. A tag team title change. You had women's tag team titles on the line. You had the For the Love of Wrestling Championship on the line. And yeah, a good show. Through filming, I didn't get to see most of the matches, and probably only like 2 minutes per match, but do wish I'd seen more of it. I saw what I needed to see, I guess. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Now, that wasn't the only part of the weekend I went on. I did go to this also. For the Love of Wrestling 6. Great show, great 2-day convention. Plenty of panels. Go and watch my vlog. You'll see those panels. Got my picture with the John Cena sign logo, whatever you call it. got my picture on King of the Ring throne. Took my picture, got my picture in the Top Rope Wrestling ring with the Top Rope Wrestling Championship. Got my title with the Grado Championship, with the World of Sport Championship. Met Antonio Cruz from Top Rope Wrestling, met Chris Renfrew, and then met a plethora of big stars, a plethora of Hall of Famers. Got the pictures here. A couple of them are already framed. So let's start with Bill Apter. And I did get Bill Apter's autograph. So only got a couple this time. This is in no real particular order here. So these are just as I picked them up. So the Great Khali, Frankie Kazarian, Darby Allin, Soraya Bevis or Paige, the Inspiration or the Iconics, the Blue Meanie, Krista Hemme, my picture just took a bump there. Killer Cross and Scarlet, or Karrion Cross. Swerve Strickland. Orange Cassidy. The Sandman. And last but not least, Jarrett the King Lawler. Also did get his autograph. So yes, that is what I got from this year's Love of Wrestling 2026, number 6, Wyatt 6, pick up sticks, number 6, Wyatt 6, pick up sticks. So I hopefully will be there next year. Like I said, going to check out a vlog for it. Hopefully I will be introducing WrestleCrate unboxings to the People Wrestling podcast. We shall wait and see. Do join me tonight for the SmackDown watch along. Like, share, subscribe, and always remember that it's Ricky J bringing the British bite to the fight.